Hello, you all. It's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces High Priestess. I am here today for another one of my missing mysteries. I do hope each and every last one of you are doing well and you're feeling well. And without any further ado, we're going to get right into the messages. This missing mystery is actually going to be for two people. This is for a mother and a daughter whom went missing this year, actually, and from Lincoln Park, Michigan. Okay, so the little girl Jessica Haley Rose Miller, who was 7 years old, and then her mother Kimberlee Michelle Miller. They both went missing. I believe it was on March 17th, 2001. Like I said, from Lincoln Park, Michigan. Um, Jessica Haley Rose Miller was 7 years old. She was 4 feet tall. She weighed about 45 pounds. She had blonde hair and blue eyes. She had this kind of short haircut. Um, the picture that they showed of her, they didn't have her looking very girly, very feminine, really. But she is said to um, be, in fact, a female. On the day that she was missing, she was wearing a t-shirt, blue jeans, and red Nike shoes. Okay. The mother, they didn't give a description as to what she was wearing, her, how tall she was, how she looks, or anything like that. I couldn't find that information. But she is said to be 38 years old, okay? So, like I said, both of them went missing on March 17th, 2001 from Lincoln Park, Michigan. Um, and that's pretty much the overall information about these two people. I am going to give you some information pertaining to pertaining to the backstory to their situation, as far as what went on, what happened, what took place leading up to their disappearance. Okay. So it is said that on March 17, 2021, Jessica, who was 7, was last seen in the area of 1674 Buckingham Avenue, Lincoln Park, Michigan, with her mother, Kimberlee Miller, 38 years old. Okay. Um, the mother, it is said, this person that made this statement to authorities, to news stations, which is the grandmother Janice Miller, she said that the mother Kimberlee came in with Jessica, and Jessica was talking to her daddy. After that, the mother Kimberlee took Jessica with her out somewhere. And the last time that the grandmother Janice Miller saw them, well, actually, that was the last time that the grandmother Janice Miller saw them. And she hasn't seen them again since. Okay. So, and they, on that day when they left out, they were seen, kind of riding off on this motorcycle with this unknown male. Like, whoever this person was, they did not know, who the guy friend was that Kimberlee and her daughter was leaving with. I thought it to be kind of weird. I'm like, why would you have your 7-year-old daughter on the back of a motorcycle with you with this guy? You understand me? There's like 3 people on a motorcycle, but whatever. Um, the authorities do believe that Kimberlee is a danger to herself as well as her daughter Jessica, because of the fact that she is schizophrenic and she is also known to abuse drugs. Okay. Prior to this situation, it's said that Child Protective Services, um, had got a court order to take custody of the little girl, Jessica. However, Kimberlee ran off with her on this day before any of that could take place, okay? So the officials working the case said that Jessica might be seen in a white pickup truck or a white motorcycle. Now, I do find it quite ironic that they only made references to the little girl Jessica. They did not make any references to her mother Kimberlee, and they both left together almost as if they knew that Kimberlee, Jessica was no longer with Kimberlee or something, because it was just weird. They left together, yet when the officials make a statement, you only make a reference to the little girl, not the both of them, because technically both of them are missing. So that's pretty much all of the information that is pertaining to who they are and the situation that occurred right before their disappearance. I have done a spirit reading for the two of them. So we are going to get into that. As you can see, I'm pulling some cards just to see what other further clarification we can get on this situation. Okay, so first of all, I want to say that I asked my spirit guides about both of them, just starting off, because there wasn't much, other information. Besides, they showed up at the house. I guess this is the grandparents' house or something like that. And, the little girl was talking to her dad, and then they took off and left, and they haven't been seen again. I asked my spirit guides, is Jessica Miller alive? My spirit guides tell me yes. Jessica Miller is actually alive still. I asked my spirit guides, is Kimberlee Miller alive? My spirit guides tell me no. So Jessica Miller is still currently alive, and Kimberlee Miller is no longer with us. Okay, she has passed away. I went on to ask my spirit guides, have Jessica been hurt or harmed in any way? My spirit guides tell me yes. I asked my spirit guides the same thing. Has Kimberlee been hurt or harmed in any way? My spirit guides also tell me yes. That Kimberlee herself, her and her daughter both were hurt, okay, and or harmed in some kind of way. And this was after, they left and everything. So, something definitely transpired after they left that caused them some type of harm, some type of pain, some type of anguish. They were hurt, okay? I asked my spirit guides, do Jessica and Kimberlee have a safe place to live? Well, of course not, because for one, Kimberlee is no longer alive, and Jessica, even though she is alive, where she is not a safe place at all, okay? I asked my spirit guides, is Kimberlee and Jessica still with the man that they left with on the day that they were last seen? For Kimberlee and Jessica both, my spirit guides tell me no, okay? So something other happened with that guy when they left. And then, we're going to get into further situations as to what transpired and what went on exactly. I asked my spirit guides, did she have a mental breakdown while, did she have a mental breakdown while, they were out and about during this time, like once they left? Because like I said, she was said to have been schizophrenic. My spirit guides told me that she did not have a mental breakdown due to her mental illness, but there were other things that clearly made it a very rough or bad situation for them both, okay? But she did not have a mental breakdown, and I asked that just to get a jump start on some type of clarification to see, did she have a schizophrenic episode? Did she wig out on her kid? Did something happen pertaining to her and something she did? So that was the reason why I asked that question. But my spirit guides told me no. She did not have any type of mental, episode or breakdown or anything like that. Okay. So I asked my spirit guides, is Kimberlee and Jessica in danger? My spirit guides tell me that, well, they were both in danger to begin with, okay? Kimberlee is no longer with us, so her life was taken. Jessica's life is still in danger, my spirit guides are telling me, okay? So I asked my spirit guides, I went on to ask my spirit guides, has the man that they were last seen with hurt or killed them? My spirit guides told me yes. The guy that they left with on the day that they were last seen, he is in fact responsible for harming Kimberlee, for killing her, for murdering her, however you want to say it. And he is also responsible for what took place, therefore, after with Jessica. Okay. So I asked my spirit guides, I tell you all the time, I ask different questions and worded in different ways, and it's basically the same question, it's just worded different to see if I get conflicting answers. So I asked, is Jessica dead? I got a no. I asked, is Kimberlee dead? I got a yes, okay? Which is clearly what I basically asked in the beginning when I said, is Jessica alive? I got a yes. I asked, is is Kimberlee alive? I got a no, okay? So I went on to ask my spirit guides, are Jessica and Kimberlee victims of human trafficking? My spirit guides told me yes. However, Kimberlee was killed, okay? They were victims of human trafficking, but they killed off Kimberlee and they went on to sex traffic, poor little Jessica, okay? I asked my spirit guides, do the family know more than what they are telling the police? My spirit guides told me yes, that they in fact do know more than what they have said, than what they have led news stations, authorities, or detectives, or anybody working the case to believe. The family do know more than what they're saying. I asked my spirit guides, has Jessica and Kimberlee's bodies been discarded? My spirit guides tell me yes. Kimberlee's body has been discarded because of the simple fact that she's deceased. She was murdered. She was killed. And my spirit guides are telling me that, in fact, Jessica's body was discarded in a way, although that she is still alive. But because of what was done to her, she still was basically discarded in a way. Okay? And we're going to get to that in just a minute. I asked my spirit guides, hold on, is Jessica and Kimberlee still in Michigan? My spirit guides told me yes and no. Um, Kimberlee is still, her body is in Michigan. Kimberlee was killed in Michigan. However, Jessica is no longer in Michigan. Jessica was human sex trafficked. So she is no longer in Michigan. But Kimberlee was actually killed in Michigan. So she was never taken outside of the state of Michigan. My spirit guides told me that Jessica Miller was sold into sex slavery. My spirit guides also let me know that Kimberlee Miller was killed by the man that they were last seen with. So the guy that they left with on the motorcycle is responsible for the death of Kimberlee Miller. Okay. Hold on, guys. I'm pulling some extra messages here to share with you all in just a minute, but I'm gonna create a little space here. Okay, so yeah, that guy is definitely responsible for the murder of Kimberlee. He is also responsible for Jessica being human sex trafficked, okay? I asked my spirit guides, Is the man that that Kimberlee and Jessica was last seen with? Is he the one who sold Jessica to the traffickers? Like I said, he is responsible for both the murder of Kimberlee and the selling of the transporting and selling of Jessica to the traffickers. I asked my spirit guides, is Jessica was just basically I asked them, was has Jessica been trafficked outside of Michigan? I basically wanted to, I knew she had been, taken and what she was being used for and what was being done to her, but I wanted to know, had she been taken out of Michigan for this to be done? And my spirit guides told me yes, indeed, that Jessica is or has been trafficked outside of Michigan. Okay. I asked my spirit guides, what state is Jessica in now? My spirit guides tell me that Jessica is currently in Texas. Texas is very huge. I would have had to work on it for a little while. I could have pinpointed down to what city she's in exactly. I did the ones that I could think of, like right off the top of my head, she was not there. So my spirit guides told me that she's not in Dallas, Texas. She's not in Houston, Texas. She's not in Grapevine, Texas. My spirit guides also let me know that she is not anywhere near the border, okay, or anything like that. So, but she is in Texas. She was trafficked to Texas. She's being pimped out from Texas. Okay, but she's not in those places. But that kind of can go another way, which is other information that I'm gonna give you in just a minute. So it just kind of depends because they're not above land or on land anyway. Okay. Um, but we'll get to that in just a minute. My spirit guides tell me that Kimberlee Miller was buried. I asked so her body has been buried. It has been disguised somewhere. So I asked my spirit guides where exactly or how exactly was Kimberlee discarded? Where was she buried? Where was she thrown or put? And my spirit guides tell me the river. So she's somewhere in the river in Michigan. And I believe she's in something or was weighed down because I didn't get a sense or a feeling that she has been found, or her body has floated back up to the top or surfaced back up to the top. But my spirit guides first told me buried, and then they told me river when speaking to Kimberly's body whereabouts. Okay, I asked my spirit guides how was Kimberlee killed. My spirit guides tell me that Kimberlee was shot. So this man that she left with, obviously this is somebody that she thought was her true love, as you can see here. But clearly there was deception in this situation and that he was just basically a liar, okay? And this is the guy who totally bamboozled her. And my spirit guides are telling me that he shot her. Okay, so ultimately, that is how Kimberlee died, by gunshot. Okay. Let's see. I asked my spirit guides, was the guy that they were last seen with paid to sell Jessica? My spirit guides told me yes, that he just gave Jessica away to the trafficker, but he indeed was paid for this. Which lets me know that this was plotted, this was planned, this was schemed, this was set up before it went down, if you understand what I mean. Okay? Because for him to have connections with the trafficker not long after they left with him, for him to immediately have killed Kimberlee and got her out the way so he can have full access to Jessica. And then he immediately met with the trafficker. This lets me know that this was already planned. He already had communications with certain other individuals involved with the trafficker and everything like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because even say a regular person grabbed a kid right now and you wanted to use that kid to sell them to somebody, if you don't have connections like that, you don't know who to go to sell a kid to. You understand what I'm saying? Most regular people don't know traffickers like that. Like, you have to be a part of that network and that scheme of things to have connections to those type of things. You understand what I'm saying? So intuitively, I know that this was set up, this was staged, this was already planned before it went down. Okay. So, my spirit guides tell me that the disappearance of Jessica and Kimberlee, like I just told you, was a setup. Okay, so this was indeed set up. Like I said, it was indeed planned. It was pre-organized, and the family knew of it. All the parties involved knew of the situation, and this setup that was going to take place. And this is also why I got the messages from Spirit that the family knows more than what they have told the authorities or the detectives or news stations that they've talked to and different things like that. Okay, this indeed was a setup of what happened to Jessica, and I believe by them, emphasizing on the fact that she had schizophrenia and that she had drug addictions problems. I think they wanted to make it seem like, oh, she was going to have some type of mental breakdown, be on drugs, and possibly have harmed, her daughter herself. But that is not what happened. That woman did not do that. Okay, she was actually killed, and her daughter was trafficked. But it was set up to be just like that. Kimberlee had no idea of that. Okay. So my spirit guides tell me that Jessica is being pimped out by a sex ring. Now I told you all about sex rings. Sex rings are a network. They are a collective communicative group of individuals in a link from one state to the other. Sex rings are massive. They are huge. They have massive connections. Sex rings literally make hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars off the sex trade industry alone. Okay. And they make a whole lot more money than your low level pro hustling street pimps. Okay. Um, and it's because it's a network. It's because of the individuals that they are in connection to, of individuals who are in power and different things like that. They make a whole lot of money off of the sex trade. But she was pimped out and sold to a sex ring. So the sex ring is in fact who is controlling her right now, who has her captive, who's held her hostage. Okay. Um, My spirit guides tell me that it was a part of the plan to kill Kimberlee in order to traffic Jessica all along. So this was not something that came about after of the fact. I even asked, was there some type of fight or argument or disagreement with Jessica and the guy that she left with? My spirit guides tell me no. There was no type of fight or disagreement or anything like that that led him to harming her in some type of way. No, this was flat out planned and it was supposed to go that way. They specifically set this up to kill this woman just so that they could traffic Jessica. Okay? This is just horrible. But okay, my spirit guides are telling me that the family was in on the sacrifice and the setup. Okay, so two things here took place. There was a sacrifice, and it was all a setup. Okay, and then there was a sacrifice. The sacrifice was of Kimberlee's life, and the setup, and then Jessica was set up in the process because she is the one who was sex trafficked. Okay, yo, hold on just 1 second, please. Okay, guys, I apologize about that. I had to get something to drink. These witches, these Satanists behind the scenes that trying to use their black magic to, to alter or tamper with my throat chakra to keep me from speaking. We're going to block, bind, and rebuke that right now in the Almighty's name of the Most High, and I'm going to keep it moving, okay? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. So I had to get something to drink real quick and light me some sage because I'm not going to play with them. Okay. So where was I? Okay, so like I said, the family is in on the fact that this was in on the sacrifice and the setup of Kimberlee as well as Jessica. Okay, for Kimberlee to be killed and for Jessica to be trafficked. Now, my spirit guides also let me know that the family they are sellouts to these satanic powers that be. Now, I've explained this to you all before as well. When you have a family who are sellouts to these satanic powers that be, what this means is that they are in fact linked and or connected or a part of or members of certain secret societies, certain people in high levels of positions, like Freemasonry and other things like that. But I tell you all the time, most people think that when people have there's these talks of people selling their soul to the devil, and they're really selling their soul to these satanic powers that be. Okay, and in true enough, and in all retrospect, they do worship Lucifer, they do worship the devil, but they are selling out to these satanic powers that be. And so the family are sellouts, okay? Which means that they have connections to individuals who are high up in power, to people who are in secret societies and different things like that. But the family are definitely sellouts themselves. They could have family members who are Masons themselves, or who have some type of high positioning or high ranking title or role within the government, law enforcement, military. There's like different branches of different things that ones can be involved in that would link you or connect you to certain secret societies, groups, and these powers that be. Okay? Um, so my spirit guides also let me know that the family planned this setup and this sacrifice. Okay, so this is something that was planned, that was plotted, that was set up by the family. The powers that be are involved. And went along with this situation, but this obviously was a sacrifice that the family needed, for themselves, because of the simple fact that they are sellouts. Now, those type of things happen as well. The family were the ones who actually planned this setup and this sacrifice, okay? So I asked my spirit guides, did anyone in authority, power, or government know of the setup and the sacrifice? My spirit guides told me yes, but like I said, because of the family being sellouts to these satanic powers that be, they are the ones who came up with the ideal of the setup and the sacrifice, because they obviously needed a sacrifice for their family, whether it was to gain some type of money or positionings or whatever. When you sell out to these individuals at different point in time, while you're a sellout, you have to make certain sacrifices. Okay? My spirit guides also tell me that Mexicans are running the sex ring that is pimping out Jessica, that is in Texas, okay? This Texas sex ring that has Jessica is being run underground. And I believe, and this is what I was trying to explain to you all when my spirit guides told me that she was in Texas, and I was having a hard time I was having a hard time picking up on what city she was in exactly. I believe the reason why I was having a hard time picking up the energy around a certain city is because the sex ring is being run underground, okay? And that's the reason. And so when a sex ring is being run underground, there are underground tunnels that are down there that runs all through the state. You understand me? From one city to the next. So they literally can be multiple places at one time or at different periods of time, although she is in Texas. I hope that makes sense to somebody. Um, my spirit guides tell me that Jessica is being pimped out to wealthy and elite individuals, and this is the reason why I tell you all about the sex ring. Sex rings make big money. Big money means they have big clientele with money. You understand me? So we're not talking about pimping out people for $5, $10. You understand? Like $20 headshots. Okay. No, we are talking about big money. You know, hundreds of thousands of dollars are paid to the leaders of these rings for any of the children that they are pimping out. You understand what I'm saying? And it's even more when one of these individuals want to buy one of the kids as their sex slaves. You understand what I'm saying? So they do big business in that operation. Okay. And so like I said, my spirit guides are letting me know that she is being pimped out by very wealthy, prominent, elite individuals in power. These could be individuals such as politicians, such as people in power, anybody that you can think of with any type of certain title or role, who is in government, who is in power, who is elite, who is ultra wealthy. um, these are those who are into those type of things. These are the individuals that they have link and ties and connections with. These are the connections that they trust, the actual sex rings. You understand what I'm saying? Because of the operation, which is the reason why their operation is so big. You understand? And makes so much money. And so those empowered, those wealthy, when they want to do these type of things, they are more comfortable with doing so through an underground sex ring operation to minimize them being caught. Okay. So my spirit guides tell me that Jessica is underground amongst a whole lot of other girls. There's a lot of girls and boys who are underground where she is. I literally can feel their energy. I can see tunnels. I can see cages. Um, so there's a lot of there's girls and boys that are down there who are being trafficked and sold. Um, my spirit guides also made me aware that Jessica is being drugged. So she is being kept heavily sedated. She is being drugged. She's being kept under the influence of some kind of drug, of some kind of substance of some kind. Okay. And Jessica, like I said, I mentioned about the cages. Jessica is being kept in the cages, excuse me, when in between them pimping her out. So she is being used and abused and various different ways, y'all. Okay, so extra messages that I got from my spirit guides. I have deception, dark energy, deception. I have dark energy card, liar. I got a true love card, and then I got a voodoo card, dark negative energy, magic, curses, hoodoo spells. And this, I feel like this was the energy of the individual that Kimberlee was with, that they left with. This guy was into some deep, dark things. He was into voodoo, black magic type of stuff. She felt like this was her true love, though, but he was just a liar and he was deceiving her. He was a Decepticon, okay? And she was blinded to this. So, the extra spirit messages that I got, I have wickedness in high places, 666, beast system. I have satanic ritual abuse. So, what this child was being put through, what was being done to her, was a form of satanic ritual abuse. It is possible that this baby was being abused before. Before she was this even happened and she was trafficked, because with satanic ritual abuse, it starts in your infancy. And 9 times out of 10, before the age of 6, you have been molested or raped. Okay. And we know this situation happened when she was 7 years old. Okay. So I also have a rape here. So we have wickedness in high places, satanic ritual abuse, rape. These are the things that she's dealing with right now. I also have their dangerous card. Okay. It says, get out, run, don't look back, don't trust them. These individuals are very dangerous, okay? This is a big business for them. This baby is very sad. She's still alive, but she's hurt. She's very sad. She's heartbroken. She's feeling down. She's depressed. She's been kept drugged up. She's been constantly hurt and used in ways that you probably can't even imagine. And this is the reason for it: money. I told you the sex trade is big business, big money operation. Have any of you ever asked yourself, why is it that we have millionaires and billionaires and trillionaires even in the world, okay, that could literally come together and end some of the most horrific things that are happening in our world? Not only could they come together and end homelessness and world hunger in one day by themselves, they could stop sex trafficking, drug trafficking, organ harvesting. Ask yourself, why won't they? Ask yourself, why are there people in power with as much power as they have, with as much money as they have, and some of the most horrific things in the world that are going on, they will not bring a stop to? You know why? Money. They're making big money off of these operations, okay? These operations will never stop. I don't care how good they look, how good they dress, how well they talk, what degrees they have, what position or role they have. I don't care what scripted speeches they have when they stand before the people, okay? They are lying to the people. They are lying to the masses, because all of those things that I just named, they make big money off of it. Before drugs hit the street, guess what? They are the ones who are importing the drugs in, shipping the drugs in. You don't know not one person who sells drugs or either use drugs to know where to have the connections to know where to get those drugs from overseas in other lands, because that's where those drugs come from. Those drugs are imported in on big barges and ships, okay? They also traffic and move children and young adults like that as well, on ships, on barges, in these big containers and things. They make big money. I'm talking about billions of trillions of dollars off the sex trade alone. It will never end. And I don't care how many people, that nice business people that you think, look good in their suits, come stand before you and tell you they're cracking down on this and they're cracking down on that. They are the ringleaders of that. Do you understand me? Big money, baby. Big money. People are coming up missing every single day. People are being found dead without their organs in their body, okay? People's bodies are being used for human sacrifice rituals, to be sex slaves, to be abused for their organs and everything. It's all big money. Next, I have pure evil. Okay, this has devil, demons, death, wickedness, in high places, spirits. These individuals are pure evil that are a part of this. They are soulless beings. They don't have a heart. Okay, they don't have a soul. They have no sympathy. They have no empathy for nothing. Okay. Then I get lonely. It says me, myself, and I, by myself, loner, on my own. This baby is feeling lonely. She's feeling sadness. She's down. She's depressed. She's hurt. She is going through. Okay. So those were the extra messages on that I picked up on the reading for her. Let me set this over here a minute. Okay. Now, from the tarot, I get the Eight of Swords. Okay, the Eight of Swords talks all about restriction, being bound, being gagged, being tied, being in prison, being locked up, being restricted. You can't move. You can't get away. It's imprisonment, being locked down, and this is exactly how Jessica is right now. This baby is being confined. She's locked up in a cage when they're not beating her, when they're not raping her, when she's not being passed around like a little Raggedy Ann doll. She is restricted. She is confined. She is bound. She is gagged. She is tied up. She's being used and abused in all kinds of ways, and that's what this explains. Why is this being done? What did I tell you? For the love of money. This is the Nine of Pentacles here. This is all about finances, money, resources. Okay? A source of income, stability. She is being pimped out and sold. She was sold to this sex trafficking ring for the selfish, evil, demonically possessed individuals involved for none other than money. Okay? This individual here, this is a fire sign. This is the King of Wands here. This is somebody who is very powerful, probably. He's a king, you understand? So he could be a businessman. This person is a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, okay? Very strong-willed, strong-minded, can be a passionate individual, but is tough, is hard, is narcissistic, can be very wicked, can be evil, can be controlling. So this could be the energy of the man that Jessica and Kimberlee left with, but this could be the leader. You see how he's got a slightly tan color to his skin? I told you, my spirit guides told me it's Mexicans that's running this sex ring that has Jessica. So, you know, he could be one of the guys, like the head ringleader guys that's running the sex trafficking ring that has Jessica. How do I know this? Because this restriction here that Jessica is being confined and held, and for this money here, you see he's looking towards all of this. He's looking directly towards this money here. And he's getting this money because of this individual, Jessica, that he has that is being tortured, that has been abused, that's been restricted, that's being bound and locked down. And literally the other cards is all about money. You have the Four of Pentacles here. He's doing this for his own security, for his own stability, okay? For finances, money, resources. Here you have the Seven of Pentacles, which all talks about potentials. All of these is about money, okay? Look at all these pentacles here. This is all about money. This is the reason why they do this. This is the reason why you have 800,000 children who go missing every year, never to be seen or heard from ever again. They're making big money off of this operation. Kidnapping people, trafficking people, having them bound, being restricted and being pimped out. You understand me? This guy here is making all of this money off of this operation. Okay? Okay, and with the Three of Wands here, he's got all the motivation he needs here. He has all the motivation he needs to move forward with this operation. He's not stopping. Why? This makes a whole hell of a lot of money. That's why. Because these elites, these powers that be, got his back. You understand me? He makes a lot of money off of them, and he provides them what they need and what they want. Three of Wands talks all about motivation, baby. So let's see if the angels have any extra messages for this situation. Jessica is with a sex ring. I'm not really sure if Jessica can be saved, can be rescued. We always want to be optimistic. Maybe the right person will see this video, will search for her, will find her. The CIA, the FBI, the military, they have connections that I don't have as far as knowing, being aware or knowing of said networks and different things. Okay, so it is possible. All things are possible, okay, for them to be able to rescue her, okay? But there would definitely have to be this vigorous rescue plan that would have to be put in place for her to be found, her to be saved. I'm just praying real quick, guys, trying to see if the angels are going to give me any other messages to share with you all. Okay. My angels are telling me I've pretty much given you all the information that you all need. Nothing else is coming out. My spirit guides are telling me that I've given you everything that you need pertaining to this situation. Okay. The one card that did come out, we have weight. Maybe this baby is waiting to be rescued. Somebody is in wait. Somebody is sitting in wait. Maybe that knows about this situation or pertaining to this situation. Maybe there is a glimmer of hope for her. Um, um, and you see this angel here, this angelic being here, because these are angel oracle cards here. You see them holding up this sword here. Okay, this sword cuts through things. Okay, and maybe, the right individuals are sitting in wait and to go and rescue this baby. Okay. Okay, you all. Well, that was the spirit reading for Jessica Haley Rose Miller as well as Kimberlee Miller. I actually found this story on online. So, and I actually, the pictures of them I have on the device that I'm using to record this. So I actually cannot, let me see, hold on just a minute, because I like to give you all an image of the individuals, um, you know, just so you all can have a visual. Now, the mother, excuse me, the mother, there was no image of her um, at all. The only image they had was of the little girl, Jessica Miller. Um, Hold on just a minute, guys. I'm pulling it up for you all. Okay, see, here's Jessica. Hold on, let me get this close enough for y'all to see. This, just a minute, guys. Sorry. Okay, y'all should be able to see a little bit better with this. It still has a horrible glimpse on here. This is Jessica. Okay? And it's really weird, y'all, because, like, can y'all see that? It's just like a horrible glow on here. Hold on, let me try to turn this around. She really kind of reminded me of Summer. Like, these are beautiful little girls that were like literally made to look like little boys. And I found that like very interesting. Like, why are, you know, they being done like that? Because when you first take a glimpse at her, you would think maybe this is a little boy. But I started, my mind started wondering. I started to think, I'm like, were they trying to like alter her, her appearance or something to make her look like a boy, to disguise her as a little boy or something? You know, because I just found it very weird. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to see if I can get another image for you all. That is actually the main image that they have of her. Her in that little red dress. Um, can you all see that? I'm sorry about the glare, guys. I'm trying to get this as close and as good as I can for you all to see it. This is Jessica Miller, y'all. Okay? I'm not sure why this darn glare is on here like this, but this is Jessica Miller. Okay? And they don't have any images of the mother, ironically. Um, you'd have thought they would have provided the authorities with some type of picture or something, since she was seen with her mother, last or whatever, but no, it wasn't. But that's Jessica Miller. So I'm sending peace, love, and light to her. I hope and I pray for her safe recovery. Um, I hope that, this can be seen by somebody and maybe they can go and try to find her. This baby is underground though. She is being held captive by a sex ring operation. So it would be probably very tough to try to get her out, but all things are possible. So anyway, you all, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you're more than welcome to comment. I would appreciate if you like, if you would subscribe. If any of you would like to get in contact with me, if you would like me to cover a certain story on a missing person or even a murder mystery, you can contact me either through the comments or you can email me at tiffanyziegler60@gmail.com. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so at Cash App at $TiffDiamond36. As I always tell you all, I'm wishing you all peace, love, and light. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Until the next time, namaste.